So welcome. This is another video based on integration on the topic trigonometric functions. So we are starting from the very basic questions and we'll go to some higher level and complicated questions also. Coming to the first question. Very simple. Integral of 2 cosine x dx. So it is a direct formula. 2 cos x integral is nothing but what? Sin x plus c. Some are direct formula questions. The first question is almost all based on direct formula itself only. Integral of sine 4x. We know that integral of sine is negative cosine 4x, and don't forget to divide by the derivative of the basic function by 4. Then part C, integral of cosine half x. So half x dx. Cosine half is nothing but what? Sine half x divided by half plus c, which I simplified becomes 2 sine half x plus c. Now part D, integral of sine x plus pi by 4. Sine of x plus pi upon 4. So sine integral is nothing but what? Negative cosine. Negative cosine of x plus pi upon 4 plus c. Now part E. What is part E? Cos of 2x plus 1. Integral of cos of 2x plus 1 dx. Cos integral is sine. Sine 2x plus 1, and don't forget to divide by the derivative of basic function, which is 2 plus c. F 3 sine of pi by 3 minus x. So that is integral dx. It becomes negative 3 cosine of pi upon 3 minus x divided by negative 1 plus c. So negative negative does gets cancels. My final answer is 3 cos of pi upon 3 minus x plus c. Then G, integral of secant x tan x. Integral of secant x tan x dx. Direct formula, integral of secant x tan x is secant x plus c. H. Now coming to question number H. What is this H is about? Integral of, let me write that one neatly. So the integral cosecant square x. Integral of cosecant square x dx. Direct formula is negative cot x plus c. That is H. I is 5 secant square 2x. Integral of 5 secant square 2x dx is going to be 5 tan 2x. 2x derivative is 2 plus c. Now part J, cosecant 1 upon 4x, cot 1 upon 4x. Cosecant 1 upon 4x, cot 1 upon 4x dx. Cosecant x cot x integral is nothing but what? Minus cosecant 1 upon 4x divided by 1 upon 4 plus c. So what does that becomes? Minus 4 cosecant 1 upon 4x plus c. Now K, integral of 4 upon sine square x. 4 times 1 upon sine square x. 1 upon sine square x is nothing but what? Cosecant square x. 4 cosecant square x. What is cosecant square x integral? Negative cot x minus 4 cot x plus c. Next is L. Finally, L 1 upon cos square 4x plus 1. 1 upon cos square 4x plus 1 dx. 1 upon cos square is secant square. Secant square 4x plus 1. Secant square x integral is nothing but what? Tan 4x plus 1 upon 4 plus c. That completes question number 1. Question number 2. Coming to question number 2. Integral of cos x from 0 to pi by 2. So it is going to be nothing but how much? Sine x from 0 to pi upon 2. So plug in upper limit sine pi upon 2 minus sine 0, which is 1 minus 0, which is 1. Part B, sine 2x integral is nothing but what? Negative cos 2x upon 2 from the limits 0 to pi upon 6. So minus 1 upon 2 outside, cos of 2 times pi by 6 minus cos of 2 times 0. So negative 1 upon 2 cos pi by 3. Why it is pi by 3? 2 times 1, 2 times 3. Pi upon 3, which is 1 upon 2 minus cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So it becomes nothing but what? Negative 1 upon 2 times negative 1 upon 2. So my final answer is 1 upon 4. Part C, secant x tan x integral is secant x. So let's write integral of 2 secant half x tan half x 0 to pi by 2. 2 secant half x tan half x dx from 0 to pi upon 2. So what does that becomes? Secant x tan x integral is nothing but what? Secant x. Secant half x. 2 secant half x divided by 1 upon 2 from 0 to pi upon 2. So it becomes 4 secant half x from 0 to pi upon 2. So plug in that one. 4 secant half times pi upon 2 is pi by 4 minus secant 0. So 4 times root 2, secant 0 is nothing but what? 1. So answer is 4 root 2 minus 4. D. Integral of cos 2x minus pi by 3 is 0 to pi by 3. Cos 2x minus pi by 3 from 0 to pi by 3 dx. Cos integral is nothing but what? Sine 2x minus pi by 3 from 0 to pi upon 3. Plug in the upper limit sine 2 pi by 3 minus pi by 3 minus sine of 0 minus pi by 3. But again, don't forget to divide by the derivative of basic function, which is 1 upon 2. So it becomes 1 upon 2 sine pi by 3 minus sine minus pi by 3. 0 minus pi by 3 is minus pi by 3. So what does happens is this minus times minus will become plus. So 1 upon 2 times sine pi by 3 plus sine pi by 3. Sine pi by 3 plus sine pi by 3 is 2 sine pi by 3. 2 sine pi by 3. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. Sine pi by 3 is root 3 upon 2. That is part D. Coming to part E. Integral of secant square 3x pi by 4 to pi by 3. Integral of pi by 4 to pi by 3. Pi by 4 to pi upon 3 secant square 3x. Secant square integral is nothing but what? Tan 3x. Divide by the derivative of basic function 3 from pi upon 4 to pi upon 3. So it is 1 upon 3 tan of 3 pi by 3 minus tan of 3 pi by 4. So 1 upon 3 tan pi minus tan 3 pi by 4. 3 times pi by 4. So 1 upon 3 tan pi is 0 minus tan 3 pi by 4 is tan 135. When you do by calculator, you should be getting it out negative 1. So simplify that, you should be getting positive 1 upon 3. And finally, integral of cosecant x cot x from pi by 2 to 2 pi by 3. Integral of cosecant x cot x from pi by 2 to 2 pi by 3 dx, which is minus cosecant x from pi by 2 to 2 pi by 3. So minus cosecant 2 pi by 3 minus cosecant pi by 2. So minus Cosecant 2 pi by 3, cosecant 120, which is 2 upon root 3, minus cosecant pi by 2, cosecant 90, which is going to be 1. So what does that becomes? Minus 2 upon root 3 plus 1, or 1 minus 2 upon root 3, or 1 minus 2 root 3 upon 3. Don't forget to rationalize the denominator. That's going to be the answer for question number 1 or 2. Question number 3. Express tan square theta in terms of secant theta. Tan square theta equals to secant square theta minus 1. Find integral of tan square x. Tan square x dx equals to integral of secant square x minus 1 dx. What is secant square x? Tan x minus 1 integral x plus c. Question number 4. Use the identity of cos a plus b to express cos square a in terms of cos a. Cos a plus b. Cos a plus b formula, from the formula booklet you can write it as cos a cos b plus minus cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. But I want cos 2a. Cos 2a can be written as cos of a plus a. So over here b is also a. So it becomes cos a minus sin a sin a. Cos a is nothing but what? Cos square a. Sin a is nothing but what? Sin square a. But I want cos square. So everything should be in terms of cos square. So sin square can be written as 1 minus cos square a. So the remaining cos square a will remain as it is. Now I expand it out. So what do I get? Cos 2a equals to cos square a minus 1 plus cos square a. So that is 2 cos square a minus 1 is cos 2a. But I want cos square a as subject. So 2 cos square a equals to 1 plus cos 2a. So cos square a equals to 1 plus cos 2a divided by 2. Then find the integral of cos square x. We have to find the integral of cos square x based on this formula. This is a other format of double angle formula. So cos square x dx. Just now we have done 1 plus cos 2x upon 2 dx. 1 upon 2 is a number. Integral of 1 plus cos 2x dx. Integral of 1 is x. Cos 2x integral sin 2x upon 2 plus c. That's going to be the answer. Next, question number 5. Somewhat tricky questions. Integral of sin square x. Just now how we have made cos square x as subject, sin square x can also be written as 1 minus cos 2x upon 2. So 1 upon 2 is a constant written outside. 1 integral is x minus cos 2x integral is sin 2x upon 2 plus c. Part B. Integral of cot square x. Cot square x does not have any formula. So cot square 2x dx. It can be written as cosecant square 2x minus 1. So cot square can be written as cosecant square x 2x minus 1. Why? We know one identity from our IGCSE. Cosecant square x minus cot square x equals to 1, using that identity. Now cosecant square 2x integral is minus cot 2x. Don't forget to divide by 2. Minus 1 integral x plus c. Now coming to part C. Integral of sin x cos x. Integral of sin x cos x dx. So multiply and divide by 2. This is a double angle formula. 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x. Sin 2x integral is negative cos 2x. Already I have 1 upon 2. But don't forget to divide by the derivative of basic function, which is 2 plus c. So my total answer will be negative 1 upon 4 cos 2x plus c. Then part D. Integral of sin x upon cos square x. Integral of sin x upon cos square x dx. How can I write that one? Sin x upon cos square x can be written as cos x times cos x dx. Now sine upon cos will become tan, and 1 upon cos will become secant. So it becomes secant x tan x dx. What is integral of secant x tan x? Is secant x plus c. Now question number E. 4 cos square 3x. Integral of 4 cos square 3x. So integral of 4 cos square can be written as 1 plus cos double of the angle 6x upon 2 dx. Then 2 times 1, 2 times 2. So 2 integral of 1 is x. Cos 6x integral is nothing but what? Sin 6x upon 6 plus c. F. Integral of 1 plus sin x whole square. It is a plus b whole square. A square plus 2ab, which is 2 sin x, plus b square, sin square x, dx. Sin square, so 1 has an integral, 2 sin has an integral, but sin square x, there is no formula for that. So what am I going to do? I am going to retain 1 as it is, 2 sin x as it is. Sin square x can be written as 1 minus cos 2x whole divided by 2. So just divide by 2 separately. So that 1 plus 1 upon 2 becomes 3 upon 2. So integral of 3 upon 2 plus 2 sin x minus 1 upon 2 cos 2x dx. Now what is 3 upon 2 integral? 3 upon 2 integral is 3 upon 2x plus 2 sin x integral. 2 sin x integral is minus 2 cos x minus 1 upon 2 cos 2x integral sin 2x upon 2 plus c. Simplify that, it becomes 3 upon 2x minus 2 cos x minus 1 upon 4 sin 2x plus c. That's going to be the answer. That was part F. G. Secant x minus tan x whole square. Integral of secant x minus tan x whole square dx. So what is secant x minus tan x whole square? Expand it out. A minus b whole square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. Tan square x has no formula. So what am I going to write it as? Secant square x minus 2 secant x tan x. Tan square x can be written as secant square x minus 1. Now secant square x plus secant square x is 2 secant square x minus 2 secant x tan x minus 1 dx. 2 secant square x integral is nothing but what? 2 tan x. 2 secant x tan x integral is 2 secant x minus 1 integral is x plus c. That is part G. So H, cosecant 2x cot x. Cosecant 2x cot x. So we have to be careful over here. H. Cosecant 2x cot x. There is no formula because both the angles should be the same. So cosecant 2x is 1 upon sin 2x. Cot x is cos x upon sin x. So sin 2x. Sin 2x from double angle formula is 1 upon 2 sin x cos x times cos x upon sin x dx. So 1 cos x cancels. So it is 1 upon 2 sin square x. 1 upon sin square x is nothing but what? Cosecant square x. 1 upon 2 cosecant square x dx. What is cosecant square x integral? Negative cot x plus c. And finally, integral of cos to the power of 4x. So let me start in a new page. This is a big question. Integral of cos to the power of 4x dx. Cos to the power of 4 can be written as cos square x whole square. Cos square x can be written as 1 minus or 1 plus cos 2x upon 2 whole square. So it is 1 upon 4, 1 plus cos 2x whole square. So it is 1 upon 4 integral of a square plus 2ab plus b square dx. So again, as such, 1 has no problem, 2 cos 2x has no problem, but cos square 2x does not have any formula. So therefore we have to do again 1 plus 2 cos 2x. Cos square 2x is double angle formula, 1 plus cos double of the angle, cos 4x whole divided by 2. So write by 2 separately for both dx. Now add them out. 1 plus 1 upon 2 is 3 upon 2, 2 cos 2x plus 1 upon 2 cos 4x. So now 1 upon 4 times 3 upon 2x plus 2 sine 2x upon 2 plus 1 upon 2 sine 4x upon 4 plus c. So my total answer is 3 upon 8x plus 1 upon 4 sine 2x plus 1 upon 8 times 4, 32 sine 4x plus c. So pause the video, see carefully and do that. 6a, integral of 2 cos square x is 1 plus cos 2x dx. One integral is x. Cos 2x integral is sine 2x upon 2 from 0 to pi by 2. Plug in pi by 2 minus 1 upon 2 sine 2 times pi by 2 minus 0 plus sine 0 is 0. Simplify that, you should be getting it out pi by 2 because this value is sine pi is 0. Pi by 2 minus 1 upon 2 sine pi. Sine pi value is 0. So pi by 2 minus 0, which is pi upon 2. 0 to pi by 4, 0 to pi upon 4 cos 2x sine 2x dx. So 2 is missing, multiply and divide by 2. So 1 upon 2 sine 4x. Sine 4x is negative cos 4x upon 2. Don't forget to divide by the derivative of basic function, which is 4, from 0 to pi by 4. So it becomes negative 1 upon 8 cos 4x from 0 to pi by 4. So negative 1 upon 8 cos 4 times pi by 4 minus cos 0, which is negative 1 upon 8. Cos pi is negative 1. Cos 0 is also 1. So minus 2 upon minus 8 will become 1 upon 4. The answer is 1 upon 4. Part C. Tan square half x, pi by 3 to pi by 2. Tan square half x. Then tan square does not have any formula. So which question is this one? Part C. Tan square does not have any formula, so it can be written as secant square half x minus 1 dx from pi by 3 to pi by 4. Secant square is nothing but what? Tan half x upon half minus x from pi by 3 to pi by 4. So it becomes 2 tan of half x minus x from pi upon 3 to pi upon 4. So plug in 2 tan half times pi upon 4 minus pi upon 4 minus 2 tan of half of pi upon 3 minus pi upon 3. So when I simplify, this becomes 2 tan of, this one was not pi upon 4, it was pi upon 2. The limits were pi upon 2. So pi upon 4. Pi upon 4 is 1 minus pi by 4, 2 times of pi by 4. 2 times of pi by 4, which is pi by 2. 2 times of pi by 3. Or over here, no 2 times. So this one was pi by 2 minus pi by 2 minus 2 times of pi by 6. Pi by 6 means 30 degrees, which is 1 upon root 3 minus pi upon 3. So it becomes 2 minus pi upon 2 minus 2 upon root 3 minus times minus is plus pi upon 3. So 2 minus 2 upon root 3 minus pi by 2 plus pi by 3 is minus pi upon 6. So it becomes 2 minus 2 root 3 upon 3 minus pi upon 6. That's going to be the answer. 6C was that. 6D. Cos 2x upon sine square 2x. Cos 2x upon sine square 2x. From the limits, so see, you have to be very much careful in the limits. Pi by 6 to pi by 4. Pi upon 6 to pi upon 4. So pi upon 6 to pi upon 4 cos 2x divided by sine square 2x can be written as sine 2x times sine 2x dx. We know that cos upon sine is cot and 1 upon sine is cosecant. So it becomes pi upon 6 to pi upon 4 cosecant 2x cot 2x dx. Cosecant 2x is negative cosecant 2x upon 2 from pi upon 6 to pi upon 4. So it becomes negative 1 upon 2 cosecant 2 times pi upon 4 minus cosecant 2 times pi upon 6. So negative 1 upon 2 cosecant pi upon 2 is 1 minus cosecant pi upon 6 means cosecant 30. Cosecant 30 is root 3 upon 2 upon root 3. So 2 upon root 3. Or cosecant 230 is 2. Cosecant 30 is going to be 2. So what am I going to write that over there? Simplify 2 times 1, 2 times 3. Cosecant 60 it is. Pi upon 3 is 60. Cosecant 60 is sine 60 reciprocal. Sine 60 is sine 60. Sine 60 is root 3 upon 2. So cosecant 60 will be 2 upon root 3. So it becomes 2 upon root 3. So now simplify that. What should I be getting it out? Negative 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon root 3 or root 3 upon 3 minus 1 upon 2. This is going to be the answer. I had a page over there. Coming to the next question. The next question, let me check that. What is the next question is about? Integral of 1 minus 2 sin x whole square. Question number E, 1 minus 2 sin x whole square dx. So, and the limits are 0 to pi upon 4. So, integral 0 to pi upon 4, 1 minus 4 sin x plus 4 sin square x dx. So, it is 0 to pi upon 4, 1 minus 4 sin x plus 4 sine square x is 1 minus cos 2x upon 2 dx. So it becomes integral 0 to pi upon 4, 1 minus 4 sine x plus this gets cancels, 2 times 1, 2 times 2, multiply 2 minus 2 cos 2x dx. It is integral 0 to pi upon 4, 3 minus 4 sine x minus 2 cos 2x dx. 3 integral is 3x minus 4 sin x integral is plus 4 cos x minus 2 sin 2x cos 2x integral is 2 sin 2x upon 2 from 0 to pi upon 4. Plug in upper limit 3 pi by 4 plus 4 cos pi upon 4 minus sine 2 times pi upon 4 minus the lower limit 0 plus 4 cos 0 minus sine 0 is 0. So it becomes 3 pi upon 4 plus 4 times 1 upon root 2 minus sine pi by 2 is 1 minus 0 minus cos 4. 4 cos 0 is 4 and plus 0. So what does that becomes now? The answer becomes as 3 pi upon 4 plus 2 root 2 minus 5. 4 upon root 2 is 2 root 2 upon 5. And coming to the last question now, integral of pi by 6 to pi by 3 secant square x cosecant square x. F integral of pi upon 6 to pi upon 3 secant square x. Secant square x is 1 upon cos square x. Cosecant square x is 1 upon sine square x dx. Multiply and divide by 4. So it becomes 4 integral pi upon 6 to pi upon 3 1 upon 2 sin x cos x whole square. 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x. So 4 pi upon 6 to pi upon 3 1 upon sine square 2x dx. Sine square 2x is nothing but what? Cosecant square. Pi upon 6 to pi upon 3 cosecant square 2x. Cosecant square integral is negative cot 2x divided by 2 from pi upon 6 to pi upon 3. So plug in the values, 2 times 1, 2 times 2. So negative 2 cot of 2 times of pi by 3 minus cot of 2 times of pi by 6 minus 2 cot 2 pi by 3 means cot 120. Cot 120 value is, if at all you take from the calculator, it is negative 1 upon root 3. Then minus cot pi by 3, cot 60. Cot 60 is nothing but how much? 1 upon cot 60 is also 1 upon root 3. So negative 2 times negative 2 upon root 3. So which is negative 4 upon root 3. Negative times negative, positive. So my final answer is going to be 4 root 3 upon 3. Question number 7. Use identities of sin A plus B and sin A minus B to show that sin A cos B equals to this one. Sin A plus B. Sin A plus B is sin A cos B from the formula booklet. Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Sin A minus B is sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Now I am going to add these two. Cos A sin B gets cancels. So sin A plus B plus sin A minus B equals to 2 sin A cos B. So from there I get sin A cos B equals to 1 upon 2 sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. Then from there he is asking sin 3x cos x. So multiply and divide by 2. So 1 upon 2 sin sum sin 4x plus sin difference of the angles sin 2x. So we can see that this is sine sum of the angles and sine difference of the angles. So 1 upon 2 sine 4x is negative cos 4x upon 4 and negative cos 2x upon 2 plus c. That's going to be the answer. Lastly, question number 8. 2 sine 5x sine x dx. For this, we need to memorize one formula. 2 sine A sine B will be cos of difference of the angles minus cos of sum of the angles. This formula need to be memorized. So it becomes integral of cos of 4x minus cos of 6x. So cos 4x is nothing but what? 1 upon 4 sine 4x. Cos 6x is 1 upon 6 sine 6x plus c. Part B, 2 cos x integral of cos 2x cos x. Multiply and divide by 2. For this again we need to remember one formula. 2 cos A cos B equals to cos sum of the angles plus cos difference of the angles. So it becomes integral of cos 3x plus cos x dx. So it becomes 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3 sine 3x plus sine x plus c. Then part C, sin x cos 4x. 4 sin x cos 4x. Now always pull 2 outside. 2 sin x cos 4x. We have this formula earlier in the first part. 2 sin A sin B is there, 2 cos A cos B is there. The formula for this one will be, instead of integral, just only trigonometric formula. 2 sin A cos B is sine sum plus sine difference. If A is greater than B, sine is having a greater angle. If A is less than B, it's going to be sine sum of the angles minus sine difference of the angles. If A is less than B. Over here we can see that A is less than B. So therefore, x is less than 4x. So it will become 2 integral of sine sum, sine 5x minus sine 3x. Now sine integral is nothing but what? Negative cos 1 upon 5x. Then negative times negative plus 1 upon 3 cos 3x plus c. Finally, part D. Cos pi x plus pi by 6 sin x. Cos x plus pi by 6 sin x. Clearly we can see that cos is greater angle and sine is smaller angle. So multiply and divide by 2. If cos is having the greater angle, sine sum minus sine difference. So 1 upon 2 sine sum of the angles. X plus pi by 6 plus x is 2x plus pi by 6 minus sine difference of the angles. X plus pi by 6 minus x is pi by 6 dx. So 1 upon 2 sine x integral is negative cos of 2x plus pi by 6 by 2. Then minus sine pi by 6. Basically sine pi by 6 is nothing but how much? Sine 30, which is 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 integral is 1 upon 2x plus c. It's a number. Sine pi by 6 is a number. 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 integral is 1 upon 2x. So minus final answer will be negative 1 upon 4 cos of 2x plus pi by 6 minus 1 upon 4x plus c. This is going to be the answer. That completes some questions based on the integration for trigonometric functions. See you in the next video. Bye.